Hey there, and welcome back to Shareware Vagaries, episode 10. This series, first of all, averages around 20 viewers, and that's pretty damn good in my books, so thank you very much for sticking with me through this long and tedious and arduous journey. Today's CD will be this abomination, compilation of Apogee games. As it advertises, play the best PC shareware games directly from CD-ROM. And I did just that. In fact, I compiled for you a few games that deserve a special little look. Most of the... at the back side of the CD, there's a lot of games. Let me just read them out to you, because I don't want to take pictures all the time. There's Cosmo, which we've played. There's Word Rescue, which we've covered already. Monster Bash, which we've covered. And there's Commander Keen, which we've covered in a relatively similar format, but I put it in here, the list regardless. Let's start with Caves. Now, as you can see, it's a very old-timey Apogee logo. And this is the game, Crystal Caves, featuring Milo Steamwits. Game design and programming and graphics by Frank Madden of Monster Bash fame. Again, links to the videos of the games that I've covered are in the description if you want to check them out in a more polished format, as in reviews and such. Now, let's see what it's all about. Okay, ship's log. Fly to the... yeah. Perilous Caves of Altair. Down payment on a Twibble farm, hence the name Trouble with Twibbles. Okay, the Milo's getting in while the goings getting in while the goings are going. Whatever. Okay. All right. There we go. Where is Milo going? Here we go. I believe, well, as you can see, very old-timey game, platformer, in the vein of the original Commander Keen and such. And, well, reminiscent of that early 90s platformer era. Controls simply enough. It doesn't have the sort of rather springy momentum that Keen does. Whereas, oh, this one's a little more rigid. Not rigid, that's the wrong word to use here. It's not necessarily loose, it controls well enough, I would say. It's nothing stellar as far as controls go, but you know, it looks vibrant and vivid, and that really counts here. Because, as we all can probably agree... oh, didn't realize he... wait. I was so focused that it killed me. As we know, graphics age, but style does not. Well, there's an air supply system, and that thing's still stuck up there. So I assume we just have to flip the switch. And you can see these traps on the ground. Very perilous indeed. Curious power-ups. You would think that a mushroom of that color could potentially be harmful, but little do you know, Milo knows better. One thing I will say, though, is that I feel like the sprites tend to drown out. Like, as you can see, the character has this... okay, do they respawn? They do, most certainly. Or leave a puddle, at least. Okay. Oh, they shoot. Reminds me of these spiders in God of Thunder. They don't make it easy in a game like this. Right, so sometimes the sprite art just kinda drowns to the background. As you can see here, for me it's definitely the hat is the same hue as the background tiles here. Damn, the spike gets me every time. Now let's see if the elevator down here is active. Nope. Always found this game a little difficult, but I never sunk more than like 30 minutes on it, on average. This guy gets really mean and ornery. And took a lot of bullets as well. I can only assume that this is a twibble. A little jarring how it actually makes you press the escape key while the controls themselves are, you know, the standard fare. Control for jumping, Alt for shooting, and arrows to move. Another trap spike thing. And up we go. And mining equipment. Only fitting for a man of this trade. Okay, that opens the door to the exit. Now, one thing I didn't quite understand in this game, and its spiritual sequel, which we'll actually get to later, is how the stages themselves are handled. Yeah, okay, you can stand on that. Let's see if we can get to the overworld map thing. Okay. Wait, do we actually need all the crystals? Is that for real? Oh no. Oh hey. A Pac-Man power-up. Not necessarily a system I'm fond of. Ah, yeah, look at that. In fact, I think I'll just croak so we can check out another level before moving on to the next one. Oh, what an endearing death animation. Come on now. Get me out of here. Okay, it just tumbles. Yeah. This is not the map screen. Okay. Okay. Quit current game. Title. New game. Is it gonna give us the story blurb? No. That's cool. So, yeah. You see how the level entrances don't necessarily block one another. It makes me wonder whether you have to go through all of them to beat the game. I can only assume so. Look at that worm thing. Ah. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Oh, cool. Alright. Yeah, I think you get the idea by now. Yeah, that's Crystal Caves by Frank Madden, Apache published game. And as you can read here, it's Duke, baby, the king of action. Let's check out Duke. And a little bit of trivia here. If you're thinking, it's not actually mispronunciation there on the, or misspelling on the title. This was at the point where they were afraid of a lawsuit, since some game, can't remember, not game. There was a cartoon with a minor side character by the name of Duke Nukem, and as it turned out, yeah, they didn't want the lawsuit, so they just named it Nukem instead. But as it turns out, Nukem wasn't exactly copyrighted, so they just snuck in and took it. This is the Dr. Proton. Will rule the world. That's funny. Yeah, so this is actually where it all started. Now, out of all the Duke Nukem games, this is the one I've played the most. And yeah, as you can see, sprite work stolen from Mega Man. I believe it's even from Mega Man's DOS version. I'll probably post you a picture right there and then. But yeah, I like this platformer a lot. I mean, it's a sonic assault, as you can hear. And there's a little secret, you can grill the turkey by shooting at it to make it restore 2 health instead of 1. You can shoot the soda, which is also a health power-up, to make it fizz, and then you can catch it for extra points. I feel like I know a lot about this game, because if you give me like a few hours, I can probably go through the first episode just fine. Don't think I've actually played the other ones. Oh, this was my favorite feature as a kid, due to the sound it makes. This restores all the health, yeah. Oh yeah, and you can shoot the... It's like such a cop-out hazard to put on your levels. Just a falling box and have the Acme tag on it. Duke. Get them for extra points. You can also shoot all the security cameras, as in eliminate all the witnesses for extra points. Don't know why Duke would be collecting balloons, but to each his own. Do you collect anything? Let me know in the comments. I don't, really. Some albums, but that's really it. But that's because I like the musics. Oh, a little bit of a skill jump there. But yeah, this game, if it looks boring, I can promise you that it does get more interesting as you go on. Feels like it's got that shareware effect where, you know, the more you play, the further you get, the more exciting it gets. And the treats are, of course, reserved for the full versions. But for now, on a quick cursory glance, High Voltaire. There we go. God, I love the sound effects on this game. It used to be one of my favorite things as a kid to shoot stuff in a row like that. Oh yeah. This thing. Insta-kills you if you run into it. And this is a kind of a in-between level. A little hint there to save. And this would be the next stage. But in order to keep these videos a little more concise, we will cut Duke Nukem 1 here, and let's see what's next, as we say on the chopping block. Galaxy. Now, as I mentioned, Commander Keen we've covered already on the channel, and in this series, in fact. Not in the channel itself, but Commander Keen does deserve its own video. This is the first of the, you know, the sequel to the original trilogy of Commander Keen, Goodbye Galaxy. And this one, this whole episode was the one released as shareware as well. And consequently, the one I played the most. Border Village. Always brings back fond memories, and the Living Forest, of course, due to Mortal Kombat, used to scare me once I had played Mortal Kombat. But I used to attend a school, a gymnasium, in a rural area. Not rural, but yeah, rural area by the literal translation would be border village. Got a bit of an accent going there again. King Slug here. Don't know what it's about. And yeah, if you can see the stuttering here, I don't know why, but it's only on this version of the game that I got on the CD. Now there was a gross misspelling somewhere in here. So let's keep it going for a little bit. I just want to find it. I have a proclivity of finding typos and the like, which makes me feel like I should be an editor. curious enemy design there. How they just crap on the floor. I can only envy these trees. They're just having the time of their life. Now where was the misspelling? Hillville. Oh, inchworms. Now we all... well, I shouldn't say that because it might be a little condescending. But there's a level in one of the pyramids. If you gather 12 inchworms, you get a foot. I believe that's the American measurement. I mean, you should move on to the metric system. But hey, you do you. And one of these rocks is not an enemy, in fact. Oh, there's the princess. Princess Lindsay. There's gear to help you swim in Three-Tooth Lake. It's hidden in Miragia. Thanks, Your Highness. Give her the little thumbs up. And I don't think you ever see her again. Royalty. They are a little redundant these days. More of a novelty value than anything. Oh. And when you play with fire, you get burned, son. But yeah, I'm not in my top shape for old platformers, as it seems. But you can always... oh. Well, I just went back there. Okay, I seem to have a way of fucking up... oh, excuse me. Everything I touch, or everything I try to play, so there it is. Now this one, I'm not looking forward to. Oh, excuse me. I tried to just run it by double-clicking it. It would be the sequel to Word Rescue. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it in Word Rescue, but the games only get progressively worse as they go on. Look at this thing though. Pretty sick design there. Ugh. Yeah. So there's Space Station and Candyland. A stark contrast to the... how would you put it? Grounded settings of the Word Rescue game, as in villages and mountains and stuff, and castles, which was nice to play through. And the later oh no, actually spoiled it for us. The first episode. Here's the Duke Nukem and the girl. And yeah, you can customize the math puzzle options. And I will pick the simplest ones because, well, I'm honestly the worst person when it comes to numbers and mathematical logic to begin with. I attended an IT school for a little bit. I didn't graduate because I'm a loser. But I could barely pass the programming courses, and even before that, in compulsory studies, I had to take many extra classes to help myself pass through the mandatory mathematics courses. So yeah, bone-chilling crisis. Missing numbers. Stockbrokers were throwing up their hands in despair. Mother has closed herself in the bathroom and won't come out because her paycheck is inexplicably blank. It's almost like the, yeah, there's Benny with the molten death once again. Yeah. Undersea setting. But yeah, the premise of the game, it's like Mr. Robot. 2 + 2 = 4. Nice. As you can see, it doesn't exactly... you know, it runs a lot more smoothly. Then, okay. Yeah, there's a little too much going on in this game. But yeah, the merit I'll give to this game is that, yeah, it runs a lot smoother than the prequel. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. Fine. There we go. Oh, I just don't think it looks cool. Oh, see? And it spawns a Gruzzle. I swear I got that wrong. for the demonstration purposes, of course. Yeah, it's just... Whoops. Yeah, that's 9. See the... Oh! Ran out of cement. Liquid concrete. Yeah, it's just... It's got a little too much going on, and the... I don't really like the logic of having these numbers there, because I don't know why. I just tend to kind of try to hit the numbers in a curious little order, like, 15. I often used to, I played this a little as a child. I tried to do 10, and then the rest of it. Yeah, like here. Oh, this is 17, so I do like 10 and then 7. For some reason. There we go. And then he kills everyone. Huh. Eesh. No, I'm never going to... well, didn't see him there. As you can hear, it's an audio assault, and I don't really like the game. And as I was going to say, I'll never cover that game's sequel. I just frankly don't like it. Now here's a game after my own simple mind. Nukem 2. Now, we'll just listen to this. This is where we'll take our time in the episode.
I am back.
Fuck yes! If you'll excuse my... No! You know what? Fuck you! You're not excusing shit! Yeah. It's the Duke Nukem 1 sequel, Duke Nukem 2. The intro text was a little cheeky, wasn't it though? Ah. Yeah, as I was saying, it's a little cheeky considering the video game impact the Duke Nukem 3D would have later on. Now listen to the soundtrack as the stage starts. And I'm gonna get a bit of a copyright strike here, but just to demonstrate the music. Yeah, you can guess the composer. This game is, well, on par with the first one we just played through. The mechanics are similar. Oh, little groping prisoner man there. Trying to get a piece of the Nukem. It's the, I just find, while the colors are super vibrant and such, I just find it a little hard to read once again. Especially the enemies themselves to drown in the background, for me. Like there, it's just hard for me to recognize that they're there. Don't know why. Out of all the Duke Nukem games, this is the one I've played the least, and I don't think I'm alone in that. little bit of an early Protozoid slime. Yeah, the sound design and the music in this one are incredibly satisfying. Even if I shouldn't say even if, I'm very much fond of blind iterations of stuff that you really like and inspire. As in this song, of course, it's a blatant ripoff of Megadeth's actually unpopular opinion, but I think Angry Again is one of their better ones. Sadly, it is stashed away in a movie soundtrack, so... But yeah, a smash hit in my books. Just a barrage of riffs and great vocal melodies. Can't really replicate those. But yeah, that's Duke Nukem. Yeah, of course you get to look up and down, and I think the playing field, as in the screen, is a little too small for my liking. As in, look at that, the upper area here with the boxes. Just a little hard for me to read. And I don't honestly know if I'm alone in this. And somewhere along the line we picked up a rocket launcher. Maybe I'm just, Oh, okay, that's a... yeah, checkpoint. Maybe I'm a little bit game illiterate with this one. Harder to find health pickups on this one. And yeah, well, somewhere we did. Okay, that's Duke Nukem 2. The next one on the list is one that I've barely played. I have tested it out and I know what Pega would be. Of course, it is Apache's Paganitsu? I don't know. Keith Schuler, excuse me, 1991. Okay. Nice, that was very quick there. Okay, Alabama Smith, that's the name of the guy, and the stuff just kinda passes by. I mean, I feel like I read quickly, but that was way above my ability. Romancing the Rose, heh. And yeah, here we go. Of course, is it Boulder Dash? I've actually never played Boulder Dash, believe me. But isn't it a game very much similar to this one? Oh cool, didn't know it had secrets like that. Like the closest comparison I have to this game is God of Thunder that we played a CD or two ago. On episode 7, I believe. Of course, you know, that one was... Oh? Daggers and Roses. Ah, very funny. God, that's embarrassing. Oh, grisly death animation makes it worth it though. So you can't even get near them. Yeah. I don't want the bonus points for a bland Guns N' Roses reference. You can keep your points for that one. Okay, so this is where it gets a lot more puzzlesome. Okay. I believe these... Oh, okay. When do they shoot, actually? Oh, there. So I guess it's like 5 squares? Yeah, okay, you can't avoid it then. I don't know why my logic is so, well, frankly bad. Am I screwing this up? I must be. Are you seeing this? Yeah, okay. Enough, Paganitsu. You've humiliated me enough. Alright, again, a game after my own heart. Raptor. And let's face it, we all know what this one is. Hell yes. Raptor Call of Shadows. Curious twist on the Apache intruder. Can't remember what Cygnus Studios created as well. Oh, was it actually Galactics that we played earlier on? Yeah, it was. I'll leave a confirmation if that was indeed the case. Hell yes. God, I love old school cutscenes like that. It's simple and to the point. I mean, dude just fucked up the ship. New mission. Alright. You can change your picture. This is me. Kind of a Riker clone there. This is my name. And my call sign would be Mach 3 Death. Nice. And I am, of course, a veteran of the Air Force. You can buy items with your credits, because that's what you do with your credits. They are fairly expensive, to be honest. Let's get a ion scanner. Okay. I like that it has these little touches, like you click here to exit. And this is the main display. It kind of has this blurb at the bottom. Let's go to the Bravo sector. And this is us. And yeah, as simple as that. It's a shmup. I like old school shmups. The more modern stuff, like, I hate name throwing stuff around, but like Toho, stuff like that. Just not really my cake. I like the 90s, mid-90s, early 90s stuff like this and Demon Star. And as it turned out, Galactics is pretty freaking solid as well. And you can shoot the objects in the ground as well. It reminds me of my days at the futuristic Air Force. I mean, hell yeah, for Raptor. It's just a gorgeous game. I mean, I might not be as big of a fan of the soundtrack, but just looking at it and playing it, it stands up to the test of time. Like, the way you can destroy everything there, that's really freaking cool. And it's super challenging, even on the easier difficulties. It's not gonna hold your hand at all. Oh, there's some missiles. Really cool. Now we'll just destroy everything. Damn, I like this one. Definitely deserves more of my hours on this measly Earth. Oh, it gets more and more difficult. Oh, crumbs, do I like it. Like, I can't stop playing it. But I believe I have to show you the next one, in order to keep these episodes a little more concise. SAM. Sam. It actually has a file by the name of sam1.apo. Wonder why. Look familiar? It's not Crystal Caves. It's Secret Agent. The hunt for Red Rock Rover. Scary little shark there. I believe, like, it has to be the same engine that Frank Madden made for the... what's its face? Crystal Caves that we already played. As you can see, it's practically the same game, except this time I feel like it's a lot more easy to read. And you still roll around with limited ammunition, but this time it's a pistol. I shouldn't go for those power-ups or high-score items. Oh. One bullet in motion. Alright. There we go. Now how do we get them? I wish I knew. As you can see, I have not really played these games. The last time I actually played this one was years ago. Let's quit to island map. I don't think you lose a life doing that. Here the stages seem to make some sense at least, as in they block passages. Oh yeah, I remember this one. The enemy design is cool where... Oh, okay, never mind. There was a grunt. But later on, as you run into more and more powerful enemies... It's a ladder. Oh. And there's a key up there. Nice. Again, melding to the background, which I... Oh, really don't like. That was a one-shot mine. Oh yeah, I believe everything kills you in one hit in this mission. In this game. Like, let's see. Can you find the key? Yeah, it's up here. Damn. That's not nice of the game. But yeah, the enemy system. I wish these earlier stages had the more difficult enemies hiding around. Okay, okay, fine. We get it. Oh. Island map. I don't know, I'm just not capable of focusing today. You're just not yourself when you're hungry. I seem to digress a lot. So yeah, the more powerful enemies you find... Oh yeah, like you can see there's a little ninja down there. You shoot at him and he becomes the weaker variant of an enemy, like one step down. The white guys we met earlier are basically the grunts of the game. They don't do a whole lot, they just waddle around and try to stab you. And when you shoot them, they just leave behind a tombstone and no legacy to call their own. Whereas... Oh, Christ. I actually noticed something there. I hope we get to play this again. Ah! Okay, so we do have some hits. Or hit points, really. Like, if you can see that Teddy's bear up there, it's the same as in Commander Keen 1. How cute. Oh, that's a red guy. I think he shoots. No. See, now he turns into a white man. And then he turns into a tombstone. Cute. This is a recreational room. That's adorable. You hop on the table, you hop on the sign, and you get up here. And then you use the teleporter. Because what kind of a rec room doesn't have a TP? Oh, and you land directly on that one. Okay, okay. Secret Agent Man, you've got me. So, yeah, if this was a bit of a rushed one, I do apologize. I'm honestly trying to get a grip with the pacing of these videos. And this was a lot of games, even though we only covered roughly half of them. I would like to thank you for your ongoing support in the form of likes and views, and the minutes you've donated generously from your lives to further my gains on this internet conquest. That's the sound of the CD case closing, and that double click signifies the end of the episode. I hope you have a great day, and again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.